Somebody left comments on my channel asking about glucose monitoring systems. They asked me about one that I don't know about. I can only answer questions about the one I have, which is the Dexcom G7. So I'm making a video about that. This box comes every 90 days. And this box is approved by my insurance. It costs... quiet. Eli, come. Come here. This box, if I were to buy it, the prices on it for what my insurance pays, it's over $6,000. This is what the actual part that injects into your arm does. This is the button you push to put it in. It's minus the sensor. This is the last one I just injected. You have to push enough to depress this safety ring into your arm. Then this ejects out of the middle, and this middle piece in between that over sticker, the part that actually says Dexcom, goes in, and it's a little wire filament. It's not a needle that's very stern. It's just a filament wire, and it goes in, and it has a bandage around that part, and then you put an over bandage around it to help it stay on for the 10 to 12 days. And you buy those because the ones that come with the Dexcom doesn't work very well. These are the ones I'm currently using right here. And because they don't last that long, the ones that come with it. And then you program. Eli, pick that up. Hand it to me. Good boy. Such a good service dog. Then you program this code into either the app on your phone or into the sensor reader. And then it takes about 30 minutes for your sensor reader, which I use the sensor reader because this thing, one charge can run it for over a week. So I absolutely love this thing. I prefer to use it over my phone because it would have to use Bluetooth to whichever device. And I already have other devices that are on my phone, so I don't want to use my phone for it. Though you have to keep this within 20 feet of you at all times. I'm going to show the number on it that's currently on it. It's still coming down from lunch. See the down arrow? It tells you what direction it's heading. It has alarms for high, low, if it's going fast, high, fast, low. It has all kinds of alarms and arrows and warnings. Anything under 100 is awesome. It has an alarm for medical need, immediate, because I drop super low, super fast. I do not have a thyroid. I had thyroid cancer. Before that, I had Hashimoto's thyroidosis. So, you know, I had thyroid disease. And I don't have adrenal health. My adrenals are not healthy. I have several problems. When the patches come off, it starts irritating me long before they come off. When they come off, I hope you can see it. That's 3 days ago. It's not pretty, and it hurts. It's not most pleasant. Now, these things are expensive. Insurance does not like to cover them. It took me a year of fighting, and I qualified. I am a type 1 diabetic. I am on 2 different insulins, a long-acting and a fast-acting. I take over 5 shots a day. And my insurance only qualifies you if you take 4 shots a day, which would be 1 fast-acting and 3 meal shots to qualify you to be on one of these systems. You have to be, you know, a fully fledged diabetic taking insulin shots. And that's how you qualify to get on it with my insurance. Now, I do have private insurance. I'm not on any kind of, you know, Medicaid or I don't know what you would call these freebie type insurances. I don't call them insurances for those. So I don't know how that would go about. I've been on the same insurance for the last 27 years. So, and then it's supposed to be qualified, and I had to fight with it, but I have a very good endocrinologist. He takes care of things for my thyroid disease, up through my thyroid cancer, and he takes care of all my diabetic issues and endocrinologic issues. And I go see him. He's a specialist, and I go see him every other month. And I have to get blood testing every other month. And he needs to be able to read, because this thing gives reports. And it shows the doctor exactly what's going on a daily basis. And it reads it out, and he can see the reports. And this is much more accurate than my 2. I had 2 different blood test kits, and I would be sticking my fingers 8 times a day with 2 different testers from 2 different brands, and they were not accurate. This is so much more accurate. I believe any diabetic should have one of these systems. It is so much easier, but then again, I don't eat any real kind of sugar. I eat all fresh foods. I don't eat any prepared foods. And I eat clean foods. My only bad habit is coffee. I do like coffees, but I don't drink frou-frou coffees. I drink regular coffee with a little bit of frothed milk. I don't drink diet drinks. Because the chemicals in them are very bad. And I also have MS, which is a neurological disease. So, and there are rumors that diet substances can cause neurological disease. It's terrible. Plus, I take supplements. And I always have like magnesium and calcium and all that, because I also have RA, which I have 2 different types of arthritis. I also have one that's eating my bones. So I have to take magnesium, which allows you to absorb calcium into your body, because I have bad bones. And they break very, very easily. And I have a muscle wasting disease as well. I got a lot of problems. Anyhow, that's all separate from this. To answer all your questions, I hope I did. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment and ask the question. The Dexcom 7 is awesome. A lot of people report problems. I haven't had any problems with it, other than the bandages. When I take a shower, I have to cut the bottom off a Ziploc bag, put it over top of it, and use vet wrap over top that to keep it from getting wet because I catch infections super, super easy. The first time I took a shower with my Dexcom, my arm got infected, but we all know I get disease. I get infection super easy. I end up in the hospital and I have to get on IVs with really nasty IV antibiotics because it gets in my bloodstream and then I get a blood infection. That's just me. That's not going to be somebody else. It's just a problem I have. It's part of my health. I have Sjogren's syndrome. I have other problems. That's why, you know, even simply getting my hair done at the salon put me in the hospital for 7 days. I cannot do things like that. I can't go get my nails done at the salon, really. I can't do anything like that. I can't swim at public pools. I can't do any of those things because it's just me. I catch infections really, really easy. So I have to be super, super careful. On the average person, they would probably not have any issues like that. So I just have to take extra precautions. The monitor will scream at you if you leave it and go 20 foot out of distance. It will scream and say, cannot monitor you. It's got all kinds of beeps and everything else. There's only 2 main beeps I worry about. And I used to use a sound machine to sleep, and I still do. I've trained my dog to alert to those 2 beeps only. One is for when it's elevating high quickly or when it's elevating fast low. Those are the only 2 beeps that my dog needs to know. That way, if I don't hear it, because it is not very loud. So if you have other noise going on, you may not hear it. And he knows the smell when it reaches. If I start going down to 57, he alerts anyway. And if I go up to 250, he alerts. He has 2 different alerts. So that works anyway. He's really good with it. And I've trained all my dogs on those numbers. But this is another level of help. So leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer. And if you want to see what the inside of the thing before I inject it in my arm looks like, I can do another short video. I injected this on November 1st. So it would be November 12th or 13th when I take this one out and I put a new one in. And then I'll switch arms again to give that one a break. I always alternate arms. So I would be happy to show you what the filament that goes in, the sensor that goes in your arm looks like when I replace it. Talk to you later. Bye.